Okay. So hopefully everything will work well. And yeah, so again, we're kneeling, knees together, feet apart just outside the hips. Sit back either onto the floor or a block between your heels, ankles. And then you may also want something up on, if you're using a chair, someone to prop something else like so you can lie back onto. So this is the basic structure. If you find the right spot, what you'll feel is just a little bit of stretchiness, extension through the front of the thigh. But mostly you'll just be able to kind of rest back and relax into this. One thing that's kind of nice about using a chair is that you can kind of hook the lower edge of your shoulder blades onto the chair. So it gives you kind of a lift in the torso. So it kind of lifts the chest forward and from the lower sternum up toward the top sternum. So it kind of gives you a lift and openness in the chest. You can get that same effect with lying on a bolster or a block as well. But for now, take whatever version of this pose works for you and just reside here in the pose. You can also use a belt around your thighs if you wish. And just breathe quietly, evenly in and out the nose. Listen to the breath as you're here. And move the breath in and out the nose in such a way that the first place the breath touches is really the base of the back of the throat. So you're not really touching, you're not using your nostrils, your sinuses, your facial muscles for the breath. You're really just using the expansion of your chest and the lifting and descending of the diaphragm for the breath. Everything else is calm and at ease. Now I want to talk you through just a few cycles of Ujjayi pranayama. For people who may watch this video later who are not very familiar with this breath, this may be a bit much right at the beginning. If it is, just continue breathing evenly, easily in and out the nose. Just a few cycles of Ujjayi pranayama for those who can. So take a good full inhale through both nostrils, lifting and opening the chest. Keeping the chest lifted and open as you exhale. As you complete the exhale, you allow the chest to return to its normal position. And then again, we'll inhale, lift and open the chest. Hold, engage Mula Bandha. So you engage the central perineal tendon, that space at the very base of the pelvis. Keep that engagement as you exhale. Hold, engage Uddiyana Pranayama, Uddiyana Bandha, drawing the navel back toward the spine and up into the chest. Release those bandhas. Inhale. Hold, engage Mula Bandha. Keep Mula Bandha as you exhale. Hold, engage, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the bandhas. Inhale. Hold, engage, Mula Bandha. Keep Mula Bandha as you exhale. Hold, engage, Uddiyana. Release the bandhas. Inhale. Hold, engage, Mula Bandha. Keep Mula Bandha as you exhale. Hold, engage, Uddiyana. Release the bandhas. Inhale. And return to normal quiet breathing. And then inhale, and you can come up from there. Just sit upright, take a few breaths. Now, for those who do not have a wall to work with, stay right where you are. For those who do have a wall, we're going to take this exact position and we'll do Bhujangasana using the wall. So if you're not using the wall, you're good right exactly where you are. I'm going to get up and change my position. So the benefit of using a wall in this pose is that it really locks the lower body in place. And so when we twist, you twist away from a lower body that's locked in place. When you're doing it without the wall, you can shift your hips and your lower body, which is no big deal. It's fine. You can do the pose that way just fine. But for the purposes of this little exercise, being able to really lock the lower body completely and firmly in place is what I'm looking for. So the idea would be to sit in that hero pose structure just as we were. Only now you're going to have your right side and hip right up against the wall. If you don't have a wall, then you're pretending that your shoulder and your hip and thigh, calf, whatever, are aligned with right up to the wall. So sit upright and alert on either the floor or as I am here on the block. And the idea here, I'm using a block. I can sit on the floor and do the pose fine. But the further you go toward the floor, you challenge your ability to stay structurally symmetrical. So what I'm looking for here is to stay structurally symmetrical. So if going to the floor causes you to kind of twist, your hips, your sit bones out of alignment, then don't do that. And just use some little bit of height. Okay. Sitting upright on your sit bones, torso lifted, chest open. Take your hands to the wall or pretend that you are. Now, I'm going to show you what to do if you don't have a wall in just a moment. But first, for those who know and who have a wall, you inhale, lift, open the chest, exhale, twist to the right. Nothing intense here, just take your time and be in a nice twist. For those who are doing without a wall, you would take your left hand on your right knee or thigh, your right hand behind, inhale, lift, exhale, twist to the right. So it's the exact same pose, and it works fine. Okay, and then release. And turn around to go to the second side. Bhujangasana. Again, if you're using a wall, then you cinch your left side right up to the wall. Lift open the chest. And then we're going to turn to the left. So you use your arms at the wall to just kind of hold yourself in the twist. We're not using the arms so much to amplify the twist, as much as just to hold yourself in the twist at this point. Second time through, we'll use a little arm strength to actually amplify the twist. And to the extent that you can, if you don't have neck issues, you turn your head and look over past your left shoulder. Okay, and then release. Take a couple of breaths in neutral, facing forward. And then we go back to the first side. So your sit bones are even, either on the floor or on your prop. Nice, upright, alert posture with the sit bones. Torso lifts, chest open, and then turn to the right, hands on the wall. Now, keeping the lower body really locked in place, use a little arm strength to turn your chest to face the wall directly, to the extent that you're capable. And then you turn your head to the right. Again, to the extent that you're comfortable with that. And breathe here. Don't stop lifting. Sometimes it can be helpful to, on the inhale, lift the spine. And on the exhale, amplify the twist. But in any case, keep the chest lifted and open. And the spine upright. And release. Again, take a couple of breaths in neutral. And then once again to the second side. And upright, alert on the sit bones, chest lifted, chest open, turn to the left, hands on the wall if you're using a wall, or the other hand position if you're not. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist to the left. And again, as before now, use a little arm strength. See if you can square up your chest to face the wall, or the imaginary wall if you aren't using the real one. And then release. Again, take a few breaths in neutral. Okay. So we'll now take Dandasana. Upright seated posture. Legs extended out in front. Pull the skin and muscles away from the sit bones. Kind of Open the sit bones, open the perineum down to the floor. Extend the heels forward, extend the big toe mounts forward, tighten the kneecaps into the thighs, back of the knees and thighs into the floor, internal circularizing of the skin and muscles of the thighs, torso lifting, chest open. Now we'll do Marichyasanana. So bend the right leg, bring that right foot up, close in. And then we're going to take the left hand on the right knee and the right hand goes behind. Now, if you can do it without distortion, you can bring your right elbow past that your left elbow past that right knee. This will help you amplify the twist. But the idea is to really keep the torso, the spine still upright. We don't want to be kind of like this. We want to maintain this nice upright posture as we do. So then inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, twist to the right. Marichyasanana. 1. Back to center, back to Dandasana, staff pose. Bring the left foot up, close in. Keep that right leg extended. And then right hand on the knee, left hand goes behind. Or once again, if you can do it without distortion, you can bring that right elbow past the left knee. Focus on getting that upright spine. Inhale, exhale, twist left. And release back to Dandasana. Just realized that I may not be recording the sound on this, so I'm going to fix that. All right. Okay.
Oh, cosmic.
Yoga beyond space and time.
Oh, God.
All right. Bear with me.
Yeah, you can't have two computers on Zoom.
How's that?
Yeah, you haven't been in the classroom where everybody's on Zoom. We
That's
learned
okay.
it a long time ago.
I've been in the class where I've had students have two devices on that starts happening in the middle of a thing.
It's still bear with me.
Yes, you're still getting feedback, Jim.
You have to mute one device and then turn the its volume.
You're muted.
Okay, how's that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're okay.
Try it. Speak again, Jim.
How's this?
Still you have feedback.
Okay, how's this?
Unmute us.
Still.
Still
Okay.
feedback.
Wait, now you're unmuted. I think. I can't tell. We're unmuted.
Okay, you have to turn